Okay, so today I got asked a load of vegan questions by my friends. It turned into a bit of debate where they didn't want to hear the answer and they just asked another question. So I thought I'd answer all the questions in a video, that way if they care about the answer they can go watch it. I thought it'd be interesting for other people to see as well. Just making coffee. There wasn't a million questions, but so I'm hoping this video is not going to be too long. So let me just go back through the chat. Still going, blah blah. Now I replied to some of these questions in text, but I'll go over what I said and reiterate it. So we started off talking about the pandemic, and how it started because someone had a bat up in Wuhan, and I said we're not much better, and explained that the flu came from ducks, passed on to chickens, etc., and then came on to us, and that's why we get the flu every year, because the virus mutated and blah blah blah. So this is where it started. Build up immune system. We're going to have to take a vaccine every year now because of this COVID-19. Here's where Lee says, that's me, this is where Lee says something vegan. And right on cue, explain about the flu, where that came from. One of my friends has put, I still don't understand how consuming food can lead to an airborne virus. Anyone else think it doesn't make sense? Like, how does it actually work? Well, actually eating meat's not the thing that causes the virus, it's how we keep animals. So because we keep animals in such conditions, it's a breeding ground for viruses, and that's how they mutate. And they mutate from an animal-only virus. I'm not an expert on this, by the way. This is just what I've picked up off Dr. Michael Greger. He has a YouTube channel, nutritionfacts.org. I think he's got a website and all that. So anyway, long story short, my very basic knowledge of the matter is the virus mutated from waterborne to when ducks were being kept next to chickens. To pass to them, it was going to either die or mutate. So it mutated for survival and became airborne, went to chickens, went to humans, and that's how we ended up with the flu. COVID-19, I'm not 100% sure how that one came about, but you know, if people didn't eat animals, someone wouldn't have vet a bat and we won't be in this pandemic. So no, think about it. If you're consuming it, you'd only catch a stomach bug. I feel like I just explained my very basic knowledge of the matter in the last bit. Oh, I explained that. Oh yeah, I explained that I sent a video. I posted a video explaining how all the viruses and stuff came about. And she's put, if it was a preachy vegan, I usually ignore those posts. Well, it was a doctor. Yes, he was vegan because he knows the science. He knew the science and became vegan, wasn't a vegan, and then started preaching about it. Toxic fumes she's on about. Scroll that bit. One of them's trying to change the topic. Asking about what's on telly last night. Right, so here we go. Controversial opinions. This is how she started the message. The people that push LGBT on people constantly are the same as people that push veganism. In a sense, you're right. Now, it's my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, the LGBT movement is not about turning everyone gay or lesbian or whatever. It's about just having equal rights and not being frowned upon. They just want a right to walk around in public and stuff and not get assaulted, or discriminated against. And it was back in the day, this is my understanding of it all, of course. Back in the day, the had it a lot worse than what they do now. And then people protested, and they're not protesting that everyone should be gay, and if you're not gay that you're homophobic, like somebody mentioned in the comments. They just want equal rights and not to be discriminated against. They just want the same rights as everyone else. And yes, it was people protesting and speaking up, like vegans do for the animals. People that saw the injustice and spoke up. That's got it to a level where it's probably, I don't think it's 100% where it, but it's a million miles away from where it was. From my understanding. And it was the same for women's rights. Women didn't have equal rights to men, and it was only people that spoke up about that injustice that women now have equal rights, that now gay and lesbians or LGBT, I don't even know what that stands for. This is how limited my knowledge is. Have equal rights. Now all that's happening is vegans are extending equal rights to animals. I don't see the harm in that. So yeah, in that sense they are the same. And I don't even mean, we're not even extending equal rights. We're extending to the basic right of we shouldn't kill them for nothing. And I know you're going to get millions of people now saying, oh, we kill them for food. But we don't need animals to survive. We don't need it. I'm living proof of that. So are millions of others. I mean, anyone that checks my Insta sees I'm in the gym all the time. I do martial arts all the time, and the people arguing with me about veganism are, let's just say, not that way inclined. Now back to the next bit. There we go. Listen to it. Let me make sure it's there. The comment this is the comment I got sent, because I didn't get a chance to answer that last comment on message because they just bombarded me with messages, and I missed it. I ended up missing that one. To be fair, because while I'm typing, they're still asking me questions. I'm all for the LGBTQ community and that, but the way trying to force it upon people is the way they, I think that's meant to say, the way they try and force it upon people, it's a joke. Yeah, people accept it, some don't. That's the way the world works. Not everyone has to be gay. Nobody said everyone has to be gay. Therefore, everyone has to be vegan. Everyone should be vegan. Only because... So if people are trying to make others become vegan, then they're wrong. No matter how much vegan propaganda there is, it shouldn't be forced upon people. It's a lifestyle choice. It shouldn't be forced upon people. Bloody hell. Your food choices force knives into innocent beings' throats, and yet you're preaching about how opinions shouldn't be forced. Sorry, do you know what I mean? Your food choices are actually causing death, rape, and torture, enslavement, and then you have the cheek to say, but I don't like seeing Facebook posts about veganism. Thinking. And that's basically I replied, if you was going to get chopped up and eaten, I'd stick up for you too. So speaking up about veganism is why, obviously, because we're sticking up for animals. We're not saying no, don't eat meat, we're saying no, don't kill animals. Yeah, it's not a it's not a lifestyle choice if it has a victim involved. Like personal choices, if I like peas and you like carrots, personal choice, doesn't affect anybody. If you like beef and I like carrots, yours kills another person, takes life. Do you know what I mean? Yours is like having a knock-on effect. Not just, I mean, it takes the cow's life, it takes the mother away from the calf, but by then the calf's probably long took from the mother anyway. Then you got the environmental effect. Then you got like you had the mad cow disease spread, so it's causing like pandemics that way. Obviously not as bad as this COVID-19 one, but there's still like a knock-on effect that's going on. I eat carrots. I eat more than carrots, obviously, but either way, it doesn't affect anyone. I'm just waiting for the plants have feelings message to come up now. And he's put, it is a lifestyle choice. What are you talking about? People who don't like animals being killed for food are vegan or vegetarian. It's a lifestyle. It's not a lifestyle. If not killing people or things, or raping or torturing or enslavement is a life, are we really going to class that as a lifestyle? This is like the level of intelligence I'm putting up with. I'm calling it a lifestyle. Oh dear. I didn't see Chelsea's message till I replied to it. Animals are being murdered all the time in the wild, but you don't go and protest lions to go vegan. Lions though. Yes, I don't go and protest lions. Lions need to eat animals out of necessity. They've got smaller intestines. so the meat passes through quickly, whereas ours are like long because we need to take more nutrients out from the plants that we eat, because we're not designed to eat meat. Whereas a meat eater human goes to a supermarket and has a choice to kill, not be killed. If you want burgers, you can have a burger, beef burger or a vegan burger, and they taste pretty identical. I can't tell the difference. So, you know what I mean, you got to choose. You can choose compassion, and it's only the most basic level of compassion. If you don't have to kill something, why should you? You know what I mean? Lions, while we're on the subject of lions, if you've got like a pet cat at home, and I know the person that asked the question has got a pet cat at home. So if you've got a pet cat at home and yet you're eating chicken, why are you loving one and eating the other, killing and eating the other? Makes no sense. If a lion saw a pet cat or a chicken, do you think it'd discriminate between them? Would it differentiate between them? No, it would just see a meal there and a meal there and eat them both if it could. So that's why you've not got true carnivore instincts. You're not really designed to eat meat. Some food for thought. I like the pun though, just some food for thought. Here we go. But I have nothing against vegans when it's all over my timeline and constantly shoved down my throat. Again, you literally shove knives into animals' throats and you're worried about your timeline. You're worried about seeing a vegan post on your timeline. When pigs are forcibly getting gas chambered, which is the equivalent to a Holocaust, by the way. What did I put? Yeah, I put pretty much the same. Lions eat out necessity. We go to a supermarket, shop, and we have a choice to kill or not to kill. So then shove knives into throat thing. Oh, I also said it's my post. My page. I'll post what I want. Well, rain's picking up. I think we might take this inside. Okay, we're inside, sheltered from the rain. Back to this. Nothing wrong with that. What about eating? This is a reply to my lions eat out of necessity comment. We go to the shop, kill or be killed, to kill or not to kill. Kill or be killed. Nothing wrong with that. We've got to eat. We've got to eat. Not gonna put on weight. Eating grass. I'm not a cow. Plus there's only one thing you do with grass. If you know, you know. So just the level of stupidity in this comment it just takes me by surprise sometimes. Cows are massive. I don't even know how much they weigh, but I'm guessing it's over a ton. Probably more. And all they do is eat grass. So yes, if you wanted to, you could put weight on eating grass. And I've been vegan now for 3 to 4 years. Probably closer to 4 years now. It's hard to keep track. I don't even think about it. I just crack on. So, and I weigh more than you, even though I'm a lot shorter. So therefore, you can put weight on eating grass. You eat meat, yeah, I'm a lot heavier than you. Just see the level of intelligence that I'm dealing with. Not to mention how strong I am compared to you. You tough meat eater. Right. It's simply a life. Here we go. It's simply a lifestyle. Women don't choose to be oppressed, but you don't see me posting about feminism all the time. If I did, I'd get hated. I mean, unless you don't represent anything unless you're hated anyway. You're not successful unless you got haters. So I'm cool with being hated anyway. Chances are I'm hated by people with a very low intelligence. One sec. Right. So feminism is like veganism in the sense that you just want equal rights, and so you should. Equal rights for women. And veganism, it's not even equal rights for animals. It's just, you know, respecting them enough to not kill them for food when we don't need to. And if people hate you for you know, wanting equal rights for women and wanting to not kill animals, then chances are you didn't really need their likability anyway. You didn't need them to like you anyway. So let's have a look. Someone's commented, us men don't choose to have nads, but we do. End of the day, we were born this way. We weren't born to eat meat, grass. You was either raised that way or made a choice to eat it. Well, yeah. I mean, that is true. We were born with nads, we didn't have a choice. Not sure what he's getting at there. I think that was to the feminist comment. And yes, you was brought up to eat meat, or chose to eat meat. And in the same sense, you can choose not to. How long you been vegan? About 4 years. Coming up to 4 years. I'm sure it's 4 years. I'm sure it was 4 years in February, to be honest with you. Okay. Basically, everyone has their own opinions on different debates. Veganism, abortion, women's rights, LGBT. Just a short list of controversial topics that should never be forced down anyone's throats. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. And I'm not taking anyone's opinion off them. If you ask me a question and put a point across and I have a counterpoint to that point, I'm obviously going to say it. I'm not just going to be like, okay then. You know what I mean? So I think because I don't agree with eating meat when you don't have to, I don't agree with murdering animals when you don't have to. But and I don't agree with, breeding animals into existence by the billions when you don't have to. Then what's the point? To have a tasty sandwich when you can have a tasty sandwich, just eat something else. Forcing opinions down their throats. Again, you shove knives into animals' throats. Animals die because you want a sandwich. I don't know why they keep saying, "Oh, you're forcing your opinion down my throat." I'm not forcing my opinion down your throat. You're forcing knives into animals' throats. I am just trying to get you not to do that for the animal's sake, not for your sake, not for my sake, for the animal's sake. Not to mention, I mean, on a level, it is for mine and your sakes because of the environmental factors. The way we keep animals is causing pandemics. Do you know what I mean? So the reason we're locked down now is because somebody ate animals, and you can pass it off. I mean, pandemics have happened all over the world in different areas. You can pass it off as the China virus or because somebody ate a bat, but you got your bird flu. The reason you get the flu every year is because they domesticated ducks, kept them next to chickens, then it became a airborne virus. So the deep root of it, to cancel it all out completely, is animals. Don't eat them. Don't keep them, don't eat them. So let's have a look. And what life were they exactly going to live? Pigs running round. See, I missed this when I read it because I was answering too many questions. Pigs running round the Amazon rainforest. Well, the thing is, pigs in nature, or any animal in nature, doesn't really look like the animals that we forcibly breed, because obviously we breed them for meat, we breed them for growing as fast as possible, like turkeys. They grow so quick before the legs develop, they can't even hold the weight half the time, and they just spend the rest of their life, very short life, on the floor, not able to walk, because we breed them to just grow as fast as possible, so we don't have to feed them as long, make more money off them. So they just live naturally. Everything will just become natural. There'll be a natural balance. I think animal agriculture is the leading cause of animal extinction, because obviously farmers kill all the predators that are going to eat their land. First off they take over the land, then they kill all the predators that come to eat their profits. Also, did I say it was you who put it on my timeline? But if the shoe fits, yes, well, I post vegan stuff on my timeline, so obviously the shoe does fit, so I am involved. So I'm not even sure what your point is with that comment, because that's what they were born. That's what they are born to eat. Got nothing to do with weight. Oh, she's on about the cows. Cows are heavier than you, and all they eat is grass, because that's what they're born to eat. Nothing to do with weight. It's called food chain. Right, what's that? Right. I'll just cut this back. Just wanted to get a drink of water. So, it's called the food chain. Yes.
Because that's why they are born to eat. Because that's what they're born for, to eat. Yes, humans are born to eat only veg. Like majority of plants and fruit and plants and veg have a lot of vitamin C in them. That's why our body doesn't store vitamin C, because that's what we're meant to eat. So because we're getting it every day, our body didn't see the need to store vitamin C. Whereas, there's no vitamin C in meat. That alone should tell you what we're meant to eat. The fact that vegans generally have 50% lower cases of heart disease, 20% lower cases of cancers, less diabetes. I can't remember the percentage of the rest of them, but less diabetes and stuff like that. And it's all because people eat meat, that they get these illnesses. Do you know what I mean? That shows you what we should and shouldn't be eating, or should do, to an intelligent person. Is this getting answered, or is it us lockdown being lifted? Oh yeah, because again, you was typing that many questions, and then I was answering, so I was looking at what I was typing instead of the questions being answered. And again, 4 years I've been vegan for. My point is, I meant in general, just like you get annoyed if you saw I'm bisexual on every post I make. I don't care. If you want to be bisexual, be bisexual. Why would I care about that? You know what I mean? So in that case, she was vegetarian. No, I wasn't vegetarian before I became vegan. I just went straight vegan after watching started making a transition to veganism after watching a talk by Michael Greger on his book How Not to Die. And I've seen other things before that as well, but they didn't really resonate with me as much as Michael Greger's talk. I'm pretty sure it would bother you. It wouldn't bother me. I don't care if people are bi. I've got loads of it just wouldn't bother me. Okay. I don't like that. Pretty sure it would bother you if I said everyone should be bi, gay. People are oppressed with horrible. Oh, sorry, you're horrible and homophobic if you aren't. See, I mean, do you really think that? Do you really think people are horrible and if they're not gay? Do you know what I mean? People should be able to have relationships with whoever they want. That's personal choice, as long as it's an agreeable thing and not rare. So you used to eat meat, therefore becoming a vegan was a lifestyle choice, like I said. No, it's not a lifestyle choice. Jesus bloody Christ. If choosing to not kill people is a lifestyle choice. If choosing to not kill living beings is a lifestyle choice, then you want to check your lifestyle choices. Because you do kill living beings just to have food. It's not really a lifestyle choice, is it? It's just having basic compassion. It's okay. But he wants to change the topic again because of coat hangers. I If you say anything else, hanging your clothes. If you say anything else, you need to die. What a shock. He loves killing. Well, if you use it for anything else, you would die. Blah, 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 blah. So they're going about court angers for some reason. I think I left the conversation at this point, so I'm just going to have a quick brief over what they said while I was gone. Oh, hang on, I might have carried on actually. It says, Lise, you may as well stop typing. Let's see. Rhymes with Scoosh Martian. I disapprove of it. It's absolutely unnecessary. Don't even know what Scoosh Martian is. Why did I laugh at that? Fair enough, that's your opinion. And I won't push my opposite opinion down your throat and put it all over Facebook. So dig it, vegans. However, I will push my opinion into cows' throats with a knife and forcibly push pigs into gas chambers. But I won't put that all over Facebook because that'll make me a hypocrite. And I accept your opinion. Oh, it happened again. How debates should work. I don't agree, but I accept it. To be fair, you're putting points across and asking me questions, and a debate doesn't work as I put my opinion across and then I go, I accept it. It's not a debate. That's just a debate's where you both debate your points. If you just accept it, then you agree. Well, really, you don't want to feel guilty. Meat eaters in general don't want to feel guilty about their choices, so they wish vegans were quiet. Just like people that liked keeping slaves back in the day wanted to keep their slaves, so they wish people that protested against human slavery was quiet. The way, women's rights, people didn't want women to have equal rights, so they wish protesters for women's rights were quiet. It's a positive thing in a way. Now people want vegans to be quiet because they don't agree with animal rights. But if history has taught us anything, then it should be another victory down the line somewhere. And now they're taunting me with vegan mayonnaise. What the hell, man? Even though I'm gone, I've not been in the chat all this time. And that's pretty much it anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to continue looking down, scrolling through. Pretty much it. This video's gone on long enough. I think I'm going to have to edit it down a bit smaller. Anyone else got any questions? Feel free to, instead of putting it in the group, just inbox me and I'll make another video if you care. If you got any responses to the video or questions to ask about the video, inbox me and I'll probably put it in another video so I don't have to do typing. See you later.